We're working late because we're podcasters. Oh, we look so cool on your screen. Our twisted humor, how it makes you laugh. It's Christmas time. Enjoy this podcast.
Woo! Wow, I love Sabrina Carpenter. Can't believe she's here singing for us.
You're welcome, guys. I feel like, I serenaded you so well.
It was beautiful. What a performance.
Thank
Have you
you.
considered a career in singing?
I don't think I'd do too well seeing as I switched up the lyrics as I was performing. So I feel like my fans, they wouldn't be able to sing along to my music because I just make new ones up every time.
Maybe that could be like a novelty thing.
Oh, almost like Sabrina Carpenter's nonsense outro.
There we go. There
Oh!
we go. We brought it back around.
Yeah.
Anyway. Hi, welcome to Steph and Anja's Media Review, where we review literally everything, I guess. Wow.
Yeah.
It's me. Today we are reviewing Sabrina Carpenter's Netflix special, A Nonsense Christmas, that came out, I think, like last week. So
Yes, it's very new.
we're very very fresh, very new. But you know what? It's Christmas. We're chill. Grab a bevy.
Grab an espresso.
Wake up. Have me espresso.
Yeah.
We're in a bit of a silly mood tonight, fellas.
Yeah.
But yes, so before we kind of go into what the special is about, Anja, what's your background with Sabrina Carpenter? Did you know her music much before this, or was she just someone who was there?
Okay. I feel like I've always known her name. Kind of like you've got your Disney stars and you just like you've heard of them before, like in I guess news stories and stuff. I didn't really become aware of her properly until the Taylor Swift Eras tour where we saw her in Melbourne, and I was like,
we did see her.
Yeah, we did see her, and realized, she's a singer. And then I swear, after she had performed in Melbourne, she was all over the radio, and I was like, yeah, I know Sabrina. I know her songs.
I saw her.
Yeah.
We saw her pre like Short and Sweet. And you know what? I personally feel like most people in Melbourne did not appreciate Sabrina at the time.
No.
People were going to the bathroom, but we were sat. We were watching.
We were watching. We were trying to listen. The speakers were not loud, I feel like, when Sabrina was on.
The speakers were not, they were not.
It was very difficult to hear her, but we tried our best. We were obviously in the nosebleeds. We were in the nosebleeds, guys. We were so far away.
Yeah. We were not spending a stupid amount of money. I mean, it was worth it, but
I mean, if anyone pushed us, yeah, no, but I swear, Steph, maybe if someone pushed us, we probably would have folded. I mean,
we probably would have, gone tumbling down for sure.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But that's okay. But yeah, in terms of Sabrina, I haven't really watched her on Disney. Coming aware of what show she's been on now, I guess. But yeah, known her since the Taylor Swift concert. Yeah, and now she's all over my TikTok. With her Short and Sweet tour, all her Juno poses and things like that.
Oh my god. Sabrina, come to Australia again.
Yeah.
I will buy a ticket.
But how about you, Steph?
I feel like I'm in a very similar boat. Where I didn't even know she was on Disney, not gonna lie, up until like embarrassingly recently.
Yeah. Fair.
But this is such like a fun little tangent. I actually used to have like someone I followed on like Twitter, who was like such a massive like Sabrina Carpenter fan back in like 2017.
Oh yeah.
And I do wonder where they're at these days and like if they're still a fan. But that was kind of my first exposure to her, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But then obviously I saw that she was the opener for Taylor, and in the lead up to us seeing Taylor Swift, I was like, well, I have to listen to Sabrina's music. I have to know what she's about. So
fair enough.
I mean, I kind of started listening to her then, and then same thing happened where I was like, oh my god, I love Short and Sweet. I love Espresso. It was like number 3 song or something in my Spotify Wrapped.
Oh, wow.
She's Sabrina was in my top 5 artists. Like, love it. I'm a very new fan, but I'm happy to be here.
There you go. Nice.
So, shall we talk through the special? Because unlike, I guess, some of the other things we review, there's no plot, really. It's not like we have to give a lot of context. Essentially, the structure, I guess, is there's maybe like, she opens with a song and then it kind of goes into like a comedy skit. She even makes a joke at the start of it by being like, who's doing musical comedy Christmas specials? Everyone. But that's kind of the structure, where she'll do a performance and then it'll be like a bit of a Christmassy skit, and then she'll do like another performance. And she's got a lot of special guests, a lot of celebrities. It's almost SNL inspired. I don't know if SNL had a hand in kind of producing this at all, but I mean, I thought it was really fun. I think it's really cute. It's only 50 minutes long, so it's very easy to listen to. And she even makes a joke too about like you watching this at home on the big screen, half watching it while you're scrolling on a smaller screen. Which you know what? I gave her my full attention, so I was like, that does not apply to me.
I love it.
Yeah, so I guess from there, did you have a bit you liked the best, Anja? Did you have like a performance or like even a skit?
Well, I mean, I didn't watch all of it, so I don't really have the full,
the full scope,
the full scope. But I mean, I did like the skits were funny, the music was funny. I mean, we can get into it later, but not that I watched this part, but I definitely know I wouldn't have liked one of the special guests on there.
Oh my god! Wait, which one?
Starts with a C. There's a couple people with a C, so it keeps it ominous.
Oh my god! You're not talking about Chapel Roan, are you? This is a point of contention, I fear.
Look, again, I didn't watch that part, but I'm not a fan of Chapel Roan.
Damn!
From what I've seen of her. Yeah, I know. Hot take.
No. Oh, I fear you are very wrong.
That's fair.
No, that's fine. Like, opinions are opinions.
Yeah, exactly. And if anyone's gonna have an outrageous opinion on this podcast,
yeah, that's true.
It's gotta be me.
Famed hater of Donna from Mamma Mia.
I mean, I stand by my opinion, and it's just the movie version, okay?
You know what? And in that sense, I don't disagree. I don't know. Listen, this is such a tangent, and I'm sorry. Listen to our Mamma Mia episode.
Yeah.
But I think Meryl Streep was not quite the right fit for that role. But I digress. Oh my god. So I guess for me, like comparatively, like I do like Chapel Roan, but their little duet was not my favorite performance. I liked it. I thought it was cute. But I really, really liked, I don't know if you're familiar with Shania Twain, but she and Sabrina did a performance of Santa Baby.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the best. It was so good. I really liked it. So it's just, you know what? When you get like, I guess like a variety of different vocal ranges and different sounds too, like I just think it keeps things really interesting.
Yeah.
But yes, so that's kind of the premise. I mean, it's very straightforward, very bare bones. For some reason, I think I've just been watching like too many like actual movies though, because I was like expecting things to take a turn at some point, and then it was like, no, girl, it's not one of those. Anyway, it's fine. But yeah, that's kind of it for the quote unquote plot.
Yeah.
so I guess let's head into the marketing,
Oh yeah.
because I actually wanted to kick off and kind of talk about less so like the actual special
Yeah.
and more about Sabrina Carpenter as a brand.
Okay.
Because ultimately, I think that is what sold this in for a lot of people. It wasn't the fact that it was a Christmas special. It wasn't even the fact that it was a Netflix special. It was Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
When you have a celebrity, especially like as big as Sabrina right now, and she's the one who's mainly pushing it out. She's the one
Yeah.
going on interviews. It's her face paired with the special. Fans of hers are always going to tune in, like obviously. But I wanted to mention a few things because Sabrina, as we kind of alluded to earlier, she's had a standout year.
Yeah.
She's,
Massive year.
done a lot this year.
Yeah.
Obviously, we said already, Espresso is one of the biggest songs of this year.
Absolutely.
Short and sweet as an album as a whole is huge. Even opening for Taylor Swift at the start of the year, I think helped her capture a lot of new fans as well.
Yeah.
And so obviously kind of rounding it out, not slowing down her momentum, but continuing it into, I guess, something a little bit different, but still very in line with her brand of someone who's short but sweet and also very horny.
Yeah.
Like, it's right up her alley. And I think if you like Sabrina as a performer, you will like this, is kind of my thoughts. So I guess my question to you is, how do you think that kind of applied in this case as well? Is there anything
Anything to add, you mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think you've covered all the main bases of like Sabrina herself is the marketing for this. I mean, she would have posted on her social media. She would have, you know, her tour would have been everyone would have been talking about her tour, talking about her Netflix special coming out. Or have you seen her special? Like you have to watch that when you've gone to see her tour, kind of stuff. Like everybody would be talking about it, all about Sabrina, and yeah, I think you're right. I mean, that was the main crux of I mean, I was gonna say their carpenting. That's not the word. Their marketing.
Sure.
Sure. um.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree because, you've obviously got like special guests like her famous friends, but I think they're almost less compared to Sabrina as
Yeah.
a pop star in her
Yeah.
own right. It's also not the first time she's done something Christmas related either. So she actually dropped the not Netflix, oh my God, the nonsense like holiday cover in 2022.
Oh yeah.
And, if you've watched the, special, you would have heard, but some of the lyrics were like, "You'll be Santa Claus and I'll be Mrs. I'll take you for a ride, I'll be your vixen. I don't even know I'm talking Christmas." Um, and then in 2023, she released an EP that's very like, I saw people describe it as very like cutesy, very Winter Wonderland-esque, called Fruitcake.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of a tradition as well at this point, I think, which to me, like, that would, appeal really greatly to longer time Sabrina fans, I think, because it's
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, every holiday she does something fun, something very like on brand, but also like holiday related. So
Yeah.
I thought that was really sweet. I'm trying to find my other things. Yeah, so Netflix posted about it, of course, as they
Yeah.
would. It's a joint venture between those two. They make, Sabrina makes jokes about it, the
Yeah.
Netflix budget and
Yeah, of
whatnot.
course. I was gonna say, as a Netflix user, I did see them promoting it before they released it. Like it would show up on the
Yes,
coming soon, Sabrina.
coming
It was
soon.
all
Yeah.
over my Netflix. So they definitely were pushing
Hmm.
it. And I saw they had articles about it as well, lots of reviews and things, like getting people excited. So yeah, Netflix definitely did their rounds as well. And I reckon they did it on social media. They covered their
Yeah.
bases. Yeah.
I think both them and Sabrina would have posted about it
Yeah.
on, I guess, key channels as well that would have kind of hit the target demo, which I would assume is like, I mean, young adults and adults, people under the age of 35, I would assume.
Yeah.
So, but they kind of play it off too as it's like a family friendly thing where it's like, you know, she can only say fuck like 3 times.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. Like there's laughs and jokes for people who want a bit more like Sabrina stuff.
Yeah.
But I think ultimately, like, I guess you could watch this with your family if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be too like raunchy, I
Yeah.
guess.
I mean, I
But
think that was what they were aiming for. So
yeah, yes,
with the Christmas
100%.
special, they probably don't want to make it too far the other way.
Yes, exactly. And I think, to be honest, like they found the balance really well of keeping Sabrina on her brand
Yeah.
while also kind of trying to appeal to a bit of a broader audience than just people who have maybe been listening to her music or watching her tour videos. Like,
Yeah.
I think they found that balance and they met it really well. So I was quite impressed by it.
Yeah.
But other than that, the only other things I really had were on the special guests.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, I wasn't super familiar with most of them,
Yeah.
which I felt a bit bad about. But you know, I know who Cara Delevingne is.
Yeah, I was looking through like the list and I wrote down like the 3 I recognized. And
Yeah,
Cara
yeah.
Delevingne was one of them.
I think ultimately, like that helps to appeal to the fans as well, because obviously not everyone is going to have the same set of fans. You know, like obviously, like take Chapel Roan, for example. Like she probably has a very different fan base than Sabrina.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be some overlap there, like obviously.
Yeah.
But I think you still have the chance to hit new audiences and it kind of benefits everyone, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was like, even if I don't know these people, like someone else might, and someone else might not know who Cara Delevingne is.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I think it's very early to do a lot of like deep dives into kind of what the marketing is. Not gonna lie.
It was
Obviously
hard
it's actually it's
to
kind of
like
still happening.
yeah.
You know, she's on talk shows, she's doing like press stuff. I'm sure more stuff will come out. Like we're still pre-Christmas, so
Yeah, exactly.
there might be even more than like we can even see at the minute. But I think broadly speaking, they've done a pretty good job of, yeah, as I've kind of just said, like trying to hit Sabrina's fans first and then hit everyone else second, I guess.
Yeah, and using Sabrina's brand well. Like you
Mm.
make like ensuring they knew what they were doing because they were using her brand, which was the biggest thing they could use and the best thing they could use.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially, I would be so curious to know though, like when she signed on for this, because I'm like, you know, you'd think it would take some time to do. I don't actually know when this was recorded. I saw that like some of the reviewers were in the audience when it happened, so my guess is it's probably not that long ago.
Yeah.
But I have to wonder how long this has been in the works for. Was it post Espresso exploding? I would have to guess so. But I just think it's like it's very interesting to me trying to pinpoint maybe when this was, because obviously, like for example, like the nonsense outro is like a running gag in the special, and in the short and sweet tour I don't think she does like a different nonsense outro anymore. So
No.
yeah, it's just like stuff like that I'm like, very interesting.
Where does it line up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, did you have anything else?
I don't think so. I think we've like hit all the points I've written down. definitely like wanted to reiterate like people talking about it, like word of mouth. People love
Mhm.
to be on TikTok and talk about Sabrina. I've seen so much about her and her tour,
Yes.
and those things as well would push her name, her brand, which pushes the special as well. So I think that's probably the only thing I wanted to reiterate. But yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I
Mm.
love it. Now I don't have guys, it's a real person. We're not doing
Oh
fan fiction,
no, yeah.
but
Mm-mm.
I have letterboxed reviews. So
Yes.
because guess what? This is a movie in the eyes of letterboxed. So
Yes.
we've got so welcome back to guess the review based on the letterboxd review. I don't know.
Guess the stars.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Love it.
All right. This is I'm going to start off with the number one review
Okay.
for this one.
Hmm.
Consider my bells jingled.
Sabrina, did you write this yourself?
Did she self-review?
Did she self-review?
She
Well,
sorry, this is a tangent, but she literally has come out and said like she was in her own like top 5 Spotify artists.
I saw
And I
that.
love that for her. That's so funny.
Oh, I love it. I reckon that's like at least a 4.5.
Dude, you're bang on. That was
Oh,
perfect.
yes.
Yes.
I mean, that felt like a good review, so.
Yep. Yep. Okay. I will preface this by saying, and you know what? I'm sorry. We've just jumped into this without
Mm.
explaining what this is. Letterboxd is a reviewing platform where people tend to leave funny and or thoughtful reviews, and you can rate them out of 5 stars. Like rate the movie out of 5 stars. The game is to guess how many stars based on the tone of the review. And
Yes.
I will say, a lot of these very raunchy.
Oh, I mean, I'm not
So
surprised.
think. Well, no. Again, it comes back to branding.
Yep.
Okay. Next review. I'm a ho 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 for Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina, is that you again?
Yeah, I can't believe she wrote this.
I mean,
She wrote
yeah,
every review.
she wrote it because she showed up in her own Spotify Wrapped.
So true.
So true. Well, that sounds pretty good. So I reckon maybe a 4.
I'll give it to you. It's a 3.5.
Okay, okay,
It's
okay.
close. It's close.
It's
We'll
close.
round up.
Yep, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. With Sabrina Carpenter in the living room, the Christmas spirit wouldn't be the only thing heating up the house.
You're right, it's that fireplace you have going. Right, well, this person really likes it.
Mm.
Let's give that one a 4 as well.
It's close. It's a 5-star review.
Okay, okay, fair enough
Yeah,
then.
yeah. I also their name is Just Ken.
I vibe
I'm
that.
just Ken. So
I'm just
true.
Ken. I understand now.
um I get it. I get it now. Um Next one. Let Sabrina do the double duty on SNL now.
I mean, fair. The fans want what they want. I
Yeah, exactly.
reckon they were keen. 3.5
Mhm.
stars. I feel like that
That
was
was a
too low.
5-star review.
Yeah,
Was
the
it?
moment I said
Yeah.
it, it felt too low.
Alrighty, alrighty. This is last one, okay?
Okay, yep.
And where was her cover of You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch?
Oof. I mean, that's fair. That is so
Mm.
fair.
I was
If
also asking myself, where is
two and a
it?
half stars. How dare she not cover that?
It's close. It's 3.5.
Damn. They still liked it enough to give her a good
I still
good
liked it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, some of the reviews, I was surprised by how like thought out some of these were. I was like, damn, you
Mm.
guys put effort into this.
Yeah. People care about reviewing
Yeah.
properly.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But anyway, final thoughts?
Hmm. Well, very good time to release this, Sabrina. Perfect timing
Mm.
for the
Mm.
Christmas. Uh I also think great timing for her brand as well. She has blown up this year, and
Yeah.
now she's got like this Netflix special, and her career just seems to be projecting up and up and up and up, and it's really great for her and really great to see. In terms of the special itself, the marketing, I mean, using Sabrina, her face, her name, that is the marketing. I mean, they can do other things, but I mean, don't change what ain't
Why
broke.
would they?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. Um, yeah, I mean, I think it would have been better without a certain person in it, but
No,
just stir the pot.
We'll have to agree to disagree on that one.
But yeah, I think my final thoughts is really good. So how about you, Steph?
Yeah, I am inclined to agree. I think marketing, the usage of Sabrina as a brand, I think it benefits both her and Netflix,
Mm,
which, you know what, Netflix needs the support because some of the stuff they put out is a
mm,
bit all over the
yeah,
place.
true.
Um, but you know what? It really put me in the Christmas spirit, actually. I finished watching it and I was like, oh my God, it's Christmas.
That's
Something
so
about just
fair.
like the songs and like the skits, it's very, it is giving like Christmas special, which is like what it is. But it's like
Mm,
you think back to your childhood and, you know, they'd have like Christmas episodes and,
yeah,
you know, Christmas TV, like plots and whatnot. Like, I just think it's really nice.
yeah, that's good. Maybe I should watch
Yeah.
it fully and get so I can get in the Christmas spirit a bit more.
Yeah, you could skip the Chapel Roan song.
I'm down. Alrighty. Well, I think that wraps us up. So,
Mhm.
hope you guys liked this Christmassy episode. If you liked it, well, you can leave a like down below. Leave a comment. We'd love to hear what your thoughts are, and if you have any recommendations for what we can do next, subscribe, that button down there, or follow if you're listening on Spotify, so you can get updates of when we post. We do apologize. Sometimes it's not every week because life happens, but we try our
Mhm.
best. Uh,
We do our best.
yeah, we also have an Instagram and a TikTok where we have some funny videos on there, and trust me, they are funny. So check that out. Steph and Anja's Me Review, or one word. And I think that will be it.
Perfect. This podcast was all for you. We'll see you after Christmas and continue. Love from Steph and Anja's Media Review.
I should do this way.
Outro.
Outro.